Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Currently, in the automotive world, the 2020 mid-engine C8 Corvette's getting a ton of hype. $60,000 for basically a Ferrari. Non-Corvette fans are liking the car. Old-timers who haven't liked Corvettes in 30, 40 years are liking the car. I'm excited about the car. I'm a Corvette fan, but I wasn't really excited about the C7. I was hyped when the C7 ZR1 came out because it shoots flames and it's 755 horsepower, but I just wasn't into the C7. It looked like a Ferrari sort of, kind of looked like a Corvette too, but it was still front engine, rear wheel drive, so it wasn't really like a Ferrari. Now this is flat out a bargain Ferrari that does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. So it's exciting. It's an exciting car. My dad even asked me if I was going to get one someday, and it made me think, will I get one of these cars someday? I don't think I will. For one, they're not manual. That really hurts it a lot. I just like manuals a lot. And two, if I had the money, I'd get something from my childhood. What would I get? What car would I buy? I'd get one of these. A DeLorean. I just want a DeLorean. Always wanted a DeLorean. I remember the very first time I saw one in real life. I think they were kind of cool in Back to the Future. You know, it's all sci-fi looking. But when I saw a real one on the freeway, I was in 8th grade. And I thought it was a good looking car. It was low. It was wide. My girlfriend thinks they're ugly. And they probably are. But when you see one in real life, pictures don't do it justice. So I'm always going to want a DeLorean. Wish I had $26,500 right now. I'd head to Beverly Hills and pick this car up. And DeLoreans come in a manual. So that was my dream car when I was, what's 8th grade? How old are you in 8th grade? Like 12? So that was my very first, like, realistic dream car. Like, I actually thought about it. Like, you know, when I was 5 or 6, you know, of course, Testarossas and Countaches were cool, but this is the first time I really thought about wanting a car and daydreamed about owning a car someday. So here's how much I like DeLoreans, and this is what I mean by, you know, I'm just attached to my childhood, and I know a lot of you could relate with that. Check this out. I made this. Once I got access to the internet and a colored printer, I made this DeLorean book right here. Look at the date. 1/25/2001. So 8th grade, what year was that? I want to say 8th grade was 95 or 96. So the C5 wasn't out yet. So this was my dream car. But you know what was disappointing when I found out that they were 130 horsepower. I saw that in, I want to say I saw it in a book. But, you know, of course, I still liked the car deep down inside, even though it was disappointing what kind of horsepower it had. Even DeLorean Motor Center, are they even still around? I was like, I'm going to take my car here to get it refurbed if I got a project one. But, yeah, DeLorean, always wanted one. I've been daydreaming about them since 95, 96. Made my own DeLorean book. But like I said, it was disappointing finding out they were 130 horsepower and did 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. That means a Ford Escort's going to beat you in a drag race. So, you know, as a kid, of course, you want the fast car. So when the C5 Corvette came out, that became my dream car over the DeLorean. And, of course, I chose the C5 over getting a DeLorean. So here's something I say from my high school days. Corvette still the sought-after American icon. Period for probability and statistics. And here's a picture of my very first Corvette right here. So yeah, this is accomplished. I got one of these in my life. Now, you know, I don't know if I'll ever own a DeLorean, but it's, as a dream car of my youth, it's always going to be something I want, as nice as the C8 Corvette is. I think a lot of people feel that way. No matter what comes out that's new in life, you're always gonna be attached to your childhood and the memories you have. And that's why I still have this little book I made. So, yeah, I'll totally drive a DeLorean now. I don't care about the 0 to 60 in 10 seconds anymore. I'm just past that stage of my life. My daily driver's an A-Barth. It's not a very fast car. It sounds cool, but it's not very fast. I matured. I made a video about that, how the A-Barth is the slowest, worst. It's the worst, best performance car ever. That's what I titled it. I call it the worst because it's slower than everything it's competing against, but I call it the best because I think it looks the best and sounds better than anything in its class. So I have matured now, man. I don't mind driving 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. That won't bother me. I just want a DeLorean. C8 Corvettes are nice, though. Nothing wrong with that if you want a C8 Corvette.